Sometimes the biggest disagreements happen within your own system. The question is, why is the United States debating a secret spy database? Ladies and gentlemen, imagine if every single major American intelligence agency shared just one giant database. A database containing the identities of suspected foreign spies, potential intelligence recruits, secret investigators, and sensitive operations from across the globe. Here, supporters say that it would make America safer, but critics, they say it could become one of the biggest intelligence risks in modern history. Well, according to these reports, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence has asked the agencies like the FBI and the CIA to provide the identities of foreign espionage targets so that they can be stored in one central system. In fact, officials supporting the proposal argue that it would improve coordination between agencies and prevent duplicate investigations. However, senior officials at both the FBI and CIA have reportedly resisted the plan, warning that concentrating such highly classified information in one place, it could expose confidential resources, compromise the ongoing investigations, and create a new security risk here. In the meantime, supporters believe that modern threats have now changed. Today, espionage that is no longer limited to secret agents exchanging documents in dark alleys. Cyber attacks, artificial intelligence, encrypted messaging platforms, financial transactions, and social media have become part of modern intelligence operation. Well, to respond effectively, agencies need faster access to the information now. But critics see another danger here. Well, if one central database is ever hacked, or if confidential information leaks, years of intelligence work, it could disappear overnight. Resources could be exposed, operations could be failed, lives could even be put at risk here. And this debate, it also raises a larger question here. How much information should government collect? And once they collect it, who should be allowed to access it? Well, as technology becomes more and more powerful, governments around the globe are facing the same challenge, finding the balance between national security, privacy, and protecting highly classified information here. And yes, while Washington continues debating this particular proposal, another disagreement involving one of America's closest allies is beginning to attract global attention here. Well, whenever a global power steps back, there's another global power that is ready to step forward. For decades, the United States dominated diplomacy in the whole West Asia. But today, China wants a seat at that particular table too. Unlike America, China rarely sends troops into the regional conflicts here. Instead, Beijing sends diplomats. They send trade agreements, they send military infrastructure, they send economic partnership. In fact, during talks in Beijing, Chinese Foreign Minister Mr. Wang Yi, he met Saudi Foreign Minister Mr. Prince Faisal bin Farhan and urged all the sides to continue dialogue between the United States and Iran. Here, Mr. Wang, he repeated China's position that talking is better than fighting and said that Beijing was willing to work with Saudi Arabia to reduce tension and promote long-term peace in that violent region. And now at first glance, these comments may sound very simple, diplomatic, but they reveal something much, much bigger here. China imports a significant amount of its oil from the Gulf region. Peace in the West Asia is directly linked to China's economic growth, and any disruption in energy supplies that affects factories, it affects the industries, global trade, and that is why Beijing has invested billions of dollars across the Gulf through its Belt and Road Initiative. Unlike Washington here, which maintains military bases across the region, China is kind of trying to expand its own influence through investment, diplomacy, and economic cooperation. In the meantime, many experts believe that the whole West Asia has now become another battlefield in a global competition between America and China. Only this battle is not being fought with fighter jets this time. It is fought with diplomacy, it is fought with infrastructure, and a lot of influence. Here, China wants to be seen as a country that helps solve the conflict. Now, whether the world accepts that role, that remains to be seen. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. The geopolitical map of West Asia is definitely changing faster than ever before.